This is the Ginkelse Heide. It's a place like 10 kilometers from Arnhem. And it's the place where paratroopers of the 1st British Army were landing. 1st British Division actually were landing under the supervision of General Roy Urquhart. That division was supposed to give a surprise attack and to conquer the bridge of Arnhem. But for a surprise attack, 10 kilometers was quite a long while to go. And in fact, it turned out to be very hard to conquer the bridge. Not only because of the long distance, but also because of the 2 Panzer SS troops that were recovering in the Arnhem area and had the time to make a defense line. So when this division of General Urquhart was landing here at the Ginkelse Heide, it was split up in 3 battalions. The 1st battalion of Frost, it went directly to the Arnhem Bridge. There was one of Fitch who went in the center of Arnhem trying to catch the Arnhem city. And there was one of Dobie trying to liberate the places that were later used as replenishment of the supplies. That last line of Dobie already found resistance because there were some SS troops by Kraft's battalion who were there, so they had a fight and they had to go around it, but still managed to secure some of those places. What happened next will be in the next video.
This is the way from Ginkelse Heide to Oosterbeek, and you see a lot of forest, and basically the route is fine now in 2015. In 1944 in this place there was also little German resistance. That's why the people of Frost could march on. Now the problem is actually with the intelligence service. So the intelligence service, let's say the scouts who went out first in jeeps on this route, they could not make a link, a communication link with the headquarters of the 1st Airborne Division. And so the General Urquhart, the general of the 1st Airborne Division, could not make a decision, could not know where the resistance of the Germans was, how to act on that and things like that. And therefore he decided to go himself with a jeep into Arnhem area. And when he reached the outskirts of Arnhem area, he was actually finding resistance, German resistance, and he had to flee into one of the back yards there, and there he entered the house and was hiding at the roof, at the attic, not at the roof, under the roof at the attic, and there he stayed for 3 days. In this way he could not lead the 1st Division, and in that way it was one of the senior officers who actually took over. But you can imagine, and this is also a fact, that this was not good for steering this whole operation, and when he returned it was in fact too late to find our Arnhem Bridge, which is now called John Frost Bridge, after the lieutenant colonel that remained the houses around the bridge for so many days. So he was brave, you can certainly say that, courageous and persistent, because in fact, after all, it was said before, paratroopers are not supposed to take and to possess for a time longer than 4 days the goal they should capture. But in fact, those paratroopers stayed even a couple of days longer, with few men against tanks of the SS Panzer Division. So bravery can certainly be said. And also for the action that is clearly remembered in the movie A Bridge Too Far, you can see that also that there were from this side there were actually, we are approaching the bridge now, but from this side there were like 11 Panzer vehicles coming, 11 or around that number. They were coming there. They had done they'd done some rounds to check for any resistance from the English, but then they came now to Arnhem. We see it. They came here and they approached it, and they were not aware of the danger. But on the left side of the bridge now, there were the houses were already occupied by Frost's men, and they managed to hide and then to wait, then to fire on the first Panzer vehicle that was going in fire and blocked. Then other Panzer vehicles were actually blocking the road. Here, these houses. So from the sides, a bit down here, there were really the houses where there are now trees. There were houses, and from there they were shooting, and so they blocked all the 11 were shot, and many of them in fire. And it was a good blocking operation.
We hebben al zo lang in de